Welcome back to Hey Baby and Beyond. So today I'm going to talk to you about birth partners or birth supporters and their importance for a person who's going to go through a labour and birth process. So often when people come to classes that are going to be a birthing partner, they think that their role is just not important, and I always aim that they go away thinking, actually, I am needed in this process. We know from the NICE guidance, from the evidence, that having support during labour for a labouring person is very, very crucial, and that can really make a difference on how the person who's giving birth is feeling. So when we talk about a birth partner, that's somebody who is supporting somebody who's giving birth. Now that might be from the very beginning, from the labour beginning, or that might be somebody who steps in during the later processes. So it's really important to think about what we need to know as a birthing partner of ways to support the person having a baby. So I always say that the rule number one with a birthing partner is you need to make sure that you're looking after yourself. So if you're not at your best, then you're not going to be able to support the person who is in labour. So always making sure that you're taking care of yourself, making sure you've had a drink, making sure you've been to the toilet. I always say that if you need a breather, stepping out of the room for a few moments when it's the right time to do so can be very beneficial. Things like just taking a breath of fresh air, all those things that you're going to be then able to support the person that's in labour. So birthing partners are really there to advocate for that person, to give them emotional support, physical support. It might be to do some things like physical skills, so massage, encourage those breathing techniques, anything that you've practiced during your pregnancy that you want to do in labour. This is the time that that person needs to be kind of informed in what you want. Things like birth plans are something that you talk to your birth partner about, because your birth partner needs to know exactly what it is that you want. So for a birth partner, they've got a very, very important job, and it can be quite tiring being a birth partner. It's often not spoken about, but when you're watching somebody normally that you love or that you want to not see being kind of any kind of discomfort go through that can be really, really tricky. So you can feel that mass of adrenaline rushing continuously until the baby is born, and until you know that your partner is safe and that everything's okay, or the person that you're supporting is okay. So thinking about the things that can boost the oxytocin are the main things. So making sure that you're the gatekeeper in the room, making sure that you're keeping the door shut, making sure that your person you're supporting is completely in control, and they don't need to be worrying about anything else going on in that room because you've got that. Making sure that your person in labour is well hydrated, is eating, is going to the toilet. If they're wanting to be upright and active and mobile during the labour, making sure you're encouraging that, encouraging positions, using massage, breathing techniques, positive affirmations, whatever that might be, and definitely being that advocate for the person. So making sure that they're getting exactly what they had planned or along those lines. Having the conversations with the caregivers, making sure you're thinking about informed decision making, and talking about the BRAIN acronym. So that's something that I will do a video about. Really important when you're thinking about the benefits and the risks of that person, because at that time the person giving birth might not be able to make those decisions, and therefore as a birth partner you need to be able to put that decision in place and speak up for the person that's having the baby. So really, really important. You might have to go to a theatre setting, so there might be a change of plan somewhere. So making sure that at all times you're completely in the game, you know what's going on, and you're checking in with the person that's having the baby, making sure they're okay. And you might be that gatekeeper as well. So you might be the person who's speaking to friends and family, making sure that the person having the baby is left completely alone and not having to do that backwards and forwards. So you've got a massive job as a birthing partner, and it's really, really important to feel valued. This role of a birth partner is not just something that doesn't matter, it's very, very important. So make sure that you're doing your best that you can do and looking after yourself in the process as well. But I will do some more videos on what a birth partner can do and how they can help the person who's having the baby.